Welcome or welcome back to Andromeda Skies Tarot. I have another quick card reading for you today. This is an energy check-in to tap into the energy surrounding your connection to see what's really going on. We'll also be receiving messages from your person to see what they're currently thinking and feeling. I have 3 cards here for you to choose from. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Go ahead and focus on these cards for a few moments and choose the one that you are most drawn to. When you're ready, you'll be able to find the timestamp for your reading down below in the description. I'll go ahead and give you a moment. If you need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause the video. We're going to get started. All right, group number 1, this is going to be your reading. And we have the 5 of Wands. Now, the 5 of Wands is an energy that can represent conflict, game playing, and also competition. So with this card opening up your reading, your person could feel that they're in competition with someone else when it comes to you. I'm also seeing the possibility of there being a group of people who may be causing drama or, making things difficult for your situation. So let's see what's going on here. Please clarify this reading for group number 1. What is a person currently thinking and feeling? Going on in their situation? What does group number 1 need to know? Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse, 9 of Cups, the Emperor in the reverse, 4 of Wands in the reverse, and look what we have in the outcome. We have the 6 of Cups. I'm seeing here someone who feels like there was an ending that took place that really shook their core. I'm seeing a lot of regret, okay? 10 of Swords in the challenge position. It's almost as if you receive it in the reverse. So this can be an energy of someone who is feeling like they betrayed you, that they hurt you, that they stabbed you in the back. And with it being in this position, it's like they want to pull the knife from your back. Okay, feeling like they've made a mistake. We have the Tower in the reverse. So this is like wanting to avoid some kind of chaotic situation, wanting to avoid some kind of collapse, losing something. All right, we have the 5 of Cups here, which can represent loss and grief. Okay, so someone in a state of grief, sadness, mourning. All right, and with it being in the reverse, it's like they want to avoid this energy. They don't want to be stuck here. I'm also seeing the possibility of someone who's really trying to conceal those energies, so not making it obvious that they're really struggling inside. Now, sometimes when I get the Tower in the reverse, it can represent the fact that the Tower has already fallen, and your person could be hoping that now the two of you can start from a clean slate and, build from the bottom up. We have the 3 of Swords in the reverse, so this is an energy of healing. Heartbreak has happened. For some of you, there could have been a third-party interference. It doesn't have to be of an intimate nature. It could have been like a toxic friend, or I'm seeing the possibility of even, a group of people that could have caused issue. So like think family members or a friend group. But I'm seeing here we have in the near future position, healing taking place. So 3 of Swords in the reverse. I'm seeing that this person is very afraid of losing you. We have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Whether this person was aware of it or not, you brought this person some sense of security. Okay, this is an energy that can sometimes represent someone who is very emotionally dependent on another person, and they hold on to them. They could be a little bit clingy. And with it being in the reverse position, this is someone who feels like they need you, but they feel like they're losing you. They feel like they're losing their grip, that you are slipping away. And it could have been because of something that they did. They may have actively pushed you away by hurting you, betraying you even. We have the Nine of Cups. With this Five of Cups energy being in the reverse, your person could be putting on a brave face for now, trying to act like they're just fine and dandy, but they're really struggling on the inside. And another energy that I'm seeing for some of you is this is you, that you're doing great. Or even if maybe you're not feeling so fantastic right now, in the near future, I'm seeing you getting a lot better. And you feeling really secure in yourself, things start going your way, and you're feeling content and happy, like you have the things that you need in order to be happy in life. And so what I'm saying is that this person is watching you move on, watching you live your life, watching you be happy, maybe even moving on to a different person. We have the Emperor in the reverse, so this is an energy that's letting me know that this person feels like they have lost control in the situation, that you have the upper hand, you have all of the power. This is Aries energy coming through. That this person may have felt like they were the person that was in control at one point, but now that person is you. You have the upper hand. Four of Wands in the hopes and fears position can represent someone who feels that they are unwanted. All right. This is an energy that can represent a welcoming home, that someone is coming home after time away, and these people here are happy to welcome them. This can also represent some kind of celebration or even, a wedding. Okay, so for some of you, you may have already been married to this person, or there were plans. Maybe you talked about it at some point. And so with it being in the reverse, it's like those plans kind of became sidetracked. But what I'm saying here, for many of you, this is an energy of this person feeling like they're no longer welcome. Now, this energy can also represent our home. So with it being in the reverse, I am seeing the possibility of some of you relocating. Okay. And then here in our outcome position, this is an apology coming through. This is someone from your past wanting to re-enter your life, wanting to reconcile, wanting to be on good terms with you. So for a lot of you, what I'm seeing here is this person coming in with an apology. All right, wanting to make amends. But whether or not you accept that apology is entirely up to your situation and what exactly this betrayal was. It could be that maybe they just didn't take your side on something. Maybe you were being ganged up on by a group of people, like family members. Sometimes I see in family dynamics, one person's family is not very welcoming to the other, their partner. And it can cause a lot of problems and disharmony in the home environment. So that could have been the case for some of you. Maybe you felt like you weren't being backed up by this person. And for others of you, I am seeing like a friend group situation that was causing problems and not feeling supported by your partner and feeling neglected. And then for another part of this group watching, it could have been a third-party interference that was an intimate partner. Okay, so take that how that resonates for your situation. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Sign That Heart Love Oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. Please don't give up on me. All right, this person may feel that you're slipping away, that they're losing their grip on you. You feel like you're throwing in the towel. Repetitive cycles. Some of you, this is an issue that keeps coming back, on again, off again. Passion and desire. Okay, so this person, they're very drawn to you physically. There's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. clarify this reading for group number 1. What is the person currently thinking and feeling? I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Okay, shame. This 5 of Cups energy can represent someone who is feeling ashamed. I want a new beginning with you, so they want another chance. So with the 6 of Cups energy, wanting to make amends, it's them wanting a new start with you. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. There is so much I want to tell you. Okay, some of you might have closed off communication with this person, and this is just them, bursting at the seams, like there's a lot that they want to say. I am so sorry. Wanting to apologize. I miss you. Yeah, so there has been a lack of communication, I feel, for most people watching this. Friends or family disapprove of this connection. All right, we open up this reading here with the 5 of Wands. So lots of conflict and involving a group of people. Okay, so like I was mentioning, for some of you, it's like there's a friend group situation here where maybe your friends or their friends don't really like to see the 2 of you together, or there's disharmony at home with family members. But I'm definitely seeing that for most of you, there's like a group situation going on here. But yeah, in this situation here, your person is feeling that you're the one that is holding all the power. It's like they're at your mercy. I feel like they might be pretending like they're fine and dandy though. Okay? Hiding the fact that they're struggling emotionally. They don't want you to know just yet. But I feel like this person is eventually going to open up to you and tell you what's been on their mind, because ultimately in our outcome position, I'm seeing that this person wants to be on good terms with you. They don't want to lose this connection. Even for some of you, I'm seeing that this person might even want to just keep you as a friend if you don't want to continue this relationship. Like just not wanting to lose you as a companion. All right, group number 1, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time. All right, group number 2, this is going to be your reading. And we have the 5 of Swords. Now, this is an energy that can represent a lot of verbal arguments, or, maybe saying things or doing things in the heat of the moment, not really thinking about the consequences. All right, just wanting to win in that moment. Okay, so your person could be feeling like maybe they said something or they did something that really hurt you, and now they're regretting it. And it was kind of something that they did in the spur of the moment that they didn't really mean. Okay, sometimes this card can represent someone who's also feeling very defeated. So your person could feel that maybe your willingness to fight is gone. Like you don't have any more energy, you're tired, and you just want peace. And if finding peace means walking away from the situation, then you might end up doing that. Okay, and that's what your person is feeling right now, thinking that maybe they pushed you away. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Please clarify this reading for group number 2. What is the person currently thinking and feeling? Okay, we have the Lovers on the bottom here. What's going on in their situation? What does group number 2 need to know? we have Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Emperor, Five of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay. I'm seeing that this person is in deep regret. And I feel that for many of you, it's around some kind of fight that the two of you had. Okay, feeling like they must have said something hurtful. This person here, if you look, they're carrying the Three of Swords. So it's an energy of someone who, you know, engaged in some kind of battle that they knew caused emotional wounding. And I feel like this person is really feeling regretful, remorse over this, feeling a great sense of loss. We have the Emperor, which is an energy of someone who is accountable. This is someone who will take responsibility for their actions. So I feel like this person may want to approach the situation and take responsibility. So I actually really like to see this energy coming out in your reading. This is Aries coming through. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, along with the Four of Swords. So what I'm seeing is that this person, I feel, will kind of wait for the dust to settle before they try to make amends. This is an energy that can represent someone who does like a small token of appreciation. So they could do you favors, or they could purchase you something like a gift, you know, just to show that they care. Okay, but with it being in the reverse, it can represent a delay. So I feel like this person is waiting for some healing to take place. Okay, they want this healing to happen before they approach you. Okay, we have this Eight of Wands energy in the challenge position. So communication is very important here. I feel like for many of you, there was some kind of verbal argument that happened where there was misunderstandings or things that were said that they didn't mean, or now that they regret saying. Okay. In the challenge position, this can also represent the fact that there might be blocks in communication. So someone might have blocked the other person. Okay. But we have another energy here that represents someone who's waiting. Okay. They're waiting for this healing to take place. In the meantime, I'm seeing someone who's really struggling emotionally, feeling like something very important to them is missing. All right. Nine of Cups is an energy of contentment. We feel like we have everything that we need in order to be happy. With it being in the reverse, it's like there's something really, really important that's missing. And in this situation, I feel like this person is really missing you, and that is that missing piece. Okay, we have the Four of Wands, which is an energy of celebration. So for some of you, there is some kind of celebration that's coming up, or that might have just passed. Okay, because I am seeing the possibility of your person regretting not being present for some kind of celebration, feeling like they missed out on it, feeling like they wanted to be a part of some kind of celebration, a birthday. You know, maybe they miss Christmas with you. Okay, maybe Christmas comes around and they don't get to spend it with you and they really regret that. Or maybe you were recognized for some kind of accomplishment and they weren't there and they're really regretting that. But I'm seeing that this person, there's some kind of event that took place that they wanted to go with you. It could even be like something like a concert, all right? Some kind of event that this person wanted to go with you, wanted to be there with you, and they weren't there. And it makes them very sad. I'm also seeing that for some of you, it's not so much of an event, but something that happened that was significant, maybe like the loss, because it's an energy of grief. This can be grief. Maybe you experienced a loss, family, pet, something significant, and they weren't there for you, and they wanted to be. Okay, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse position. This is an energy of someone who's returning after a period of time away. This is an energy of moving away from chaotic energy, okay? A lot of arguments, fighting, and stuff like that. So with this card being in the reverse, it's like, okay, maybe we left because at one point there was a lot of arguing going on, a lot of conflict. But in the reverse, it's like we're coming back because we feel like the dust has settled. It's more peaceful now. It's safe to return. And with this energy all coming out, I'm really seeing that someone is waiting for healing to take place, for you to be less mad, is what I'm seeing really for most of you. That the person is kind of waiting for you to not be pissed. Okay. Seven of Wands, this is an energy of someone who's in defense, someone who's trying to protect themselves. So I feel like this person is, waiting for you to drop your guard, okay, for you to be less defensive, for you to not push them away, okay? They may feel that if they approach you right now, that you wouldn't answer the phone, that you wouldn't answer the door if they came to your home. They feel like you would want nothing to do with them, okay, at least for the time being. So what I am saying is this person trying to be patient, and they're waiting to see if you'll loosen up, if you'll be more receptive, if they give you some space for a little bit, okay? So let's see what's going on. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Silent Heart Love Oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. You inspire me in so many ways. I feel that this person views you as someone who's incredibly strong, that you have really pulled through in really difficult situations. Especially if you resonate with this energy here, that something happened and you were in a state of mourning. Like this person, they look up to you in the way that you handled it, okay? We have destined connection, so they feel like they are supposed to be with you. Feeling like you are a soulmate or a twin flame. The energy that I'm getting really strongly, group number 2, is this person, they feel like they let you down. Okay, they feel like they weren't as supportive as they should have been. And we have, I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? So even though the two of you might not be communicating right now, I feel like this person is trying to support you, but from afar. Now, something I keep hearing is that this person is saying that they don't want to be your enemy. They don't want you to view them as an enemy. Okay? Sometimes, like this energy here, like the fighting that's involved, it's like a battle, like a war scene. Okay, so I'm seeing like someone who's not wanting you to view them as someone who is trying to hurt you or wants to hurt you or wants bad things for you, stuff like that. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. Yeah, this person is not, they're not proud of how they behaved in this connection. We have the Emperor here, which is someone who's coming forward as someone who can be depended on. So it's like there's a change in energy. I feel like in the past, this person wasn't showing up as the Emperor. So this person might have kind of taken some time for themselves, to work on themselves, to improve themselves. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. You are always on my mind. Okay, your person is thinking about you often. There is so much I want to tell you. Yeah, we have the 8 of Wands in the challenge position. So this person feeling like there is something that they want to share with you, but they haven't been able to. I'm planning on reaching out to you. So they do want to open up communication. And then we open the reading with it, and we're closing the reading with fights, arguments, and conflict. So very, very strong energy coming through for you, group number 2, that there was some kind of conflict that was going on between the two of you. For many of you, there was something that this person said specifically that they're now really regretting. I feel like they are ruminating. They're thinking about this, replaying it over and over again in their head and the way that they behaved. Now, hopefully this isn't true for most of you or all of you. Sometimes the Five of Swords can represent someone who is a bully or even abusive. Okay, now if that's the case, what I'm seeing is someone who is reflecting on their behavior in this connection and realizing that they were abusive, that they mistreated you, and now they're in deep remorse and regret about it. Okay, for others of you, this is someone who is focusing a lot on an argument or a couple of arguments that the two of you had and feeling like maybe they crossed some boundaries or they said things that they didn't mean and they're really regretting it. So take that how that resonates for your situation. But for most of you, if you resonate with this reading, there's a very strong energy here. This person is very concerned about verbal arguments that the two of you were having. Okay. And they're thinking about it a lot. They're replaying it over and over again and wishing that they did or said something different. Okay, because there's a lot of remorse about it. All right, group number 2, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time. All right, group number 3, this is going to be your reading. And we have the Prince of Wands in the reverse. Now, this energy is someone who is usually, very passionate. They're very impulsive. They kind of fly by the seat of their pants. And it can be someone who's not really like thinking about where things are going. They're just very much living in the now. So sometimes it can represent, a more temporary relationship, something that is more of a fling than something permanent. But with the card being in the reverse position, what I'm seeing is maybe your connection with this person might have started off very lighthearted and, maybe they weren't thinking about a future initially. But what I'm seeing is someone has developed feelings for you. Okay. They might have had plans to keep it as just something fun and flirty, but I'm seeing someone who has become attached to you and they're not wanting to be in this like free-spirited game playing energy. Okay, someone who's viewing you as someone with more potential. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Please clarify this reading for group number 3. Oh. What is a person currently thinking and feeling? So this card wanted to pop out there. So that, see the contrast of these energies? This is someone who's coming forward with intention, okay? With love in their heart. Please clarify this reading for group number 3. What is a person currently thinking and feeling? What do they need to know? Okay, we have the Moon in the reverse, 2 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Pentacles, we have Judgment, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, we have Page of Swords, 7 of Cups in the reverse, we have the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. This person feels like you are a very intuitive individual. They may feel that you can kind of like see right through them, and it might even freak them out a little bit. Okay, your person might have even pulled away for a period of time because of it. We have the Hermit here. Hermit comes out a lot of times for me to represent someone who may have ghosted or kind of pulled away and became a little bit more quiet for a period of time. Okay, but here with the Queen of Cups, they feel like you can read them like a book. All right. I feel like there might have been a little bit of fear for a period of time because we have the Moon here. But in the reverse, it's like we're overcoming those fears. So your person could have a little bit of cold feet when it comes to commitment. And for a lot of you, it's because they feel vulnerable around you. Okay, feeling like you just know. You know what they're thinking. And they feel like you just see right through them. So they could have been a little bit afraid for a period of time, but I'm seeing them overcoming that. Two of Cups in the reverse position. This fear may have led to a temporary separation for some of you. Okay, but what I'm seeing is that this person comes in wanting to pour more into the connection, wanting to invest more. This is an energy of someone who's being very generous. Okay, so think, taking you out to eat, buying you presents and stuff like that. Really wining and dining you, spoiling you even. Okay, so if it felt like this person wasn't giving their all in the connection, that they were a little bit wishy-washy, it's because they were afraid. But I'm seeing a change in energy where this person is now wanting to pour more into the connection. Judgment here can sometimes represent second chances that are needed, like forgiveness. So your person may come in hoping for a second chance. But this is an energy that represents like heeding the call. We're listening to our angels. And a lot of times it's representing, seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. So your person could be like seeing your name everywhere, seeing your birthday sequence and numbers. Everywhere they look, they just see things that make them think of you. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position can represent sometimes feeling like we missed out on an opportunity. So for some of you, if your person and their wishy-washiness led to a separation, they're feeling like they've missed out on a really grand opportunity. This is an energy that can sometimes represent long-term commitment. Think like proposal, someone who's thinking about a proposal. With it being in the reverse, it's a delay, okay? So they're not just going to dive in and, ask you to marry them tomorrow, but it's something that they're considering for the future, okay? Page of Swords is an energy of curiosity. So your person wanting to learn more about you. For some of you, this is a newer connection. But this person, you have intrigued them. Okay, there's something very special about you that this person is like, this person is interesting. And they want to learn more about you. You might even be a little bit of a mysterious person. Maybe you don't really have a whole lot of, maybe you don't post on social media very often, or there's just something about you. Maybe you're a little bit more private. Like you don't just blab about your personal business all over the place. But this person they feel like they have to kind of like investigate to find out more information about you. Now, Seven of Cups, this actually goes really well with the Prince of Wands in the reverse position, because Prince of Wands can sometimes represent a temporary fling energy. So someone who likes to kind of like dive in and out of relationships. The Seven of Cups in the upright is an energy of choice. Like we have all these different cups to choose from. So with both of these cards in the reverse position, it's like someone who feels like there aren't other choices, that you are the one and only choice, that people don't really compare to you. Right? So I'm seeing someone who's thinking about wanting to settle down. The Hermit is an energy of introspection. So it can sometimes represent someone who is, who isolates themselves. They can become very quiet and private. All right, so there could have been a period of time where maybe this person pulled away. Like I said, I feel like it was because this person was afraid that there's something about you that might have creeped them out. This isn't for all of you, but I'm going to mention it because the energy is here. For some of you, it's because you might dabble in magic, okay? Maybe they see that about you. Maybe they know that you are a practitioner, that you do those kinds of things, and it might have creeped them out a little bit because they don't really know much about it, and that could be why they're learning. Okay, or there could be just something about you, or maybe you're psychic, maybe you are an intuitive, maybe you read tarot. Okay, so there's just something different about you, something very special that I feel kind of creeped this person out just a little bit when they first found out. Okay, and so now they're learning more about it so they don't feel afraid of it. That's very specific for some of you, but I'm seeing that energy. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Sign the Heart Love Oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. twin flame journey. Okay. That's a very powerful connection that can often lead to spiritual awakening. And that could, for many of you, that could also trigger this fear here within this person. Very common for twins to experience a lot of synchronicity. Okay, so meeting you, sends them down this path, and it kind of turns their whole life upside down. They're, in this new world that they didn't even know existed before. And they're learning about it. And sometimes like a spiritual journey can be very scary. Okay. We have toxicity here. I feel like that ties a lot to the fear. Because fear can lead us to do, not so great things like ghosting. That's a little bit of a toxic trait. Unhealthy habits and behaviors. So this can be jealousy. Okay, your person could be a bit of a jealous person. Maybe they feel threatened by someone else who's around you. I'm seeing an ex. Okay, 2 of Cups in the reverse position. Some of you have an ex that is still in your life. Maybe they're a friend, or maybe you have a child with that person. But that there is someone that you may have had a romantic relationship with in the past, and I'm seeing this person being very threatened by that person. I'll come back for you. Okay, so I'm seeing a temporary separation between you and this person. And it's very strongly tied to fear. Like, this person got a little spooked. Okay? But I don't think it's permanent. I think that this person just kind of needs a little bit of time to investigate, to learn about the twin flame journey, maybe to learn more about psychic abilities or, tarot and all that stuff, just so that they don't feel so afraid of it. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. I pulled away because I am overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. So here's another energy representing someone who might have put some distance between the two of you. So not only are we dealing with some fears that we're trying to overcome, I feel like your person may be struggling with their finances. Okay, maybe they're having a hard time at work. Maybe they're in a really toxic work environment and it's causing them a lot of stress, or, maybe they had a large expenditure, something happened with their finances that's causing them a bit of stress, I feel. And then we have soulmate. Wow. Okay, so both of these energies coming out in your reading is really like insisting that this is a very special connection, one that feels spiritual in nature. I don't know what I want, so feeling indecisive. So I feel like this person they need some time to think. I feel like they're feeling a little bit confused and overwhelmed. Oh, look what we have here. Well, that energy's coming out really strong. Jealous and possessive. Yeah, I feel like this person feels threatened by someone who is around you. For most of you, it's an ex-partner. But for some of you, it could be a friend. Or even like a coworker. So these really intense feelings, and I'm seeing that there's some other stuff going on with this person, could have caused them to pull away for a period of time. But we have this energy here where they intend on coming back. They just need some time to think, I feel. All right, group number 3, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time.